the whole setup, right? But
Yeah.
you can't. People are saying you cannot blame the media. You have to blame the person, basically.
Well, me, I can only speak for myself, right?
Mhm.
This is how I see shit. Um, as a journalist, you have like I just see it like you should have integrity,
Hmm.
some amount of integrity, where you know like your guests mean something to you, so you wouldn't put them in certain situations. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like
I believe
as
that
a
too. What you're
journalist,
saying, yeah,
my
yeah,
job is to get the stories out there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
I
job
always
is
said
not
this.
to incriminate nobody,
I
right?
always
Mhm.
said
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
Or help or kind of influence it.
As a journalist, you should be checking yourself automatically if you ask a kind of goofy question,
Most
and be
Hmm.
definitely.
or come on, man, the editing process. If we're
Yeah.
seeing it, if the public is seeing it, that means the nigga let it fly for
Mhm. For some
content,
reason, I
for
don't know, but
content
yeah,
purposes.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
get that,
what?
but other people's lives shouldn't be played with like that. That's just my personal opinion. Like, if I'm gonna have somebody on speaking about something and they're supposedly an artist, let's talk about your art.
I said this on our pod one
What the
time.
fuck?
I
Yeah,
said this on our
yeah.
pod one time. As a journalist, a podcaster, whatnot, right? Are we responsible for what we put out as content creators?
Yes, that's integrity.
Just like how
I
art,
believe that. I believe
just
that.
like artists, are they liable for what they are as an artist and portraying their character? You know what I mean?
Yeah, to an extent though,
To an
to an
extent,
extent,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
because at the same
Because
time, don't
Doc
matter.
didn't
It don't.
mention this in a blog one time, saying, as artists, are we responsible for, right, Sean? Are we responsible for the lyrics, what we put out and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. They
Now,
always been questioning
nowadays, what
rappers
they're
for
using
days.
now, but why I'm saying this, because nowadays they're using their own lyrics against them in court cases.
No, they can't. They tried
What?
that, but they failed at that because
But
Jay
they
Z fought
did, but
against
they
that.
did attempt that before in the past. Not true?
Yeah,
My thing,
they,
what he's saying is could get you caught up. It's as simple as
yeah,
that. It don't
yeah.
like the whole point of going through a case over lyrics is stupid anyway. So it's like it don't even matter if you beat it. It's just that you know what I'm saying. Like it's supposed to be art. That's where the problem because niggas is blurring a lot of the lines.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like
You don't know if it's reality or
street
it's
shit and art
fiction.
don't go together. It just doesn't like if you're an
Mm,
entertainer, you're an entertainer.
Mhm.
mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like there's comedians that's
Yeah,
from the
man.
street. They grew up in the street. They're from street culture. They don't mix that. They'll probably use joke. They'll use the material as jokes and shit.
Mhm.
But you
Mm.
won't really. You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
catch a comedian having a bit like a stand up bit that he does where he
Yeah,
incriminates himself in it.
yeah,
Even
Right,
comedians
funny
know
spot.
better. Even
Right, funny
comedians know
spot.
better, and comedians
yeah.
like they push they push the envelope, right? They take it too
Mhm.
far most times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But even they know better than that. There's no comedian that incriminated himself in one
You
of
know
their
what the
stand.
problem is? You know what the problem
But
is? Like you
niggas
said,
do it
blurred
in their
lines.
songs, and they go sit down and interview and do it there too.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but this the problem, right? It's how the approach is now. Like for yourself, as if you're gonna even go that far, right? And they're gonna start to get smart right now. You should always have either a disclaimer and for yourself, for your own platform, so you're not part of that whole shit.
I've been
That's
saying
how
that.
I put it up. That's how
That's
I've started. I learned
that's
what
how
to
I
do.
know. That's how I know a lot of it is yellow journalism because a true journalist that has an idea what's going on, right,
Yeah,
would know I gotta have a disclaimer in front of all my videos
he
Mhm.
doesn't do that. Adam 22. He doesn't
because
have no disclaimer.
any words you say can be used against you in a court
Yeah,
of law.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck,
Well,
Yeah,
fuck everything in between. At the end of the day, it can be used against you in a court of law. That's what we're saying. That's why he was bringing up, yo, they're using it in a court of law against you.
Well, it's pretty much
yeah.
like, I'm going to use for an example, right?
No
Somebody,
disclaimer.
check this
Yeah,
out, check this out. It almost the same thing. Youths them getting in a trouble and they're recording the fuckery what they're doing, right?
mm,
Right? And the popo gets a hold of that. Now they have municipal evidence against them,
yeah,
right? It's almost the same
yeah.
thing. You're
It's
recording what you're saying,
I
right?
Yeah,
And everything with no disclaimer,
yep.
right?
yeah.
You're making them job
So
easier
it's
for
the
them.
same thing. You're
yeah.
making the Babylon job more
Check
easier.
this. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. As much as some of these guys, they're making their money, they have their views, and it looks successful. They're really effing dumb. Cause look, I seen other content makers, smaller, for example, right? When they're talking about something, they're putting this disclaimer on, right? What fair use and whatever. So if you even just put the disclaimer for all those episodes, what, for example, Adam 22 has done, and he never put no disclaimer. Now he's gonna change the shit up. If you put a disclaimer that all this shit can't be used really in court, nothing they put.
Yeah, because you put a disclaimer.
No, but even no, check this, yo, big chill. Even if it's recorded, right? They could so twist it. The same way the law could twist it, the media has their power. You could twist it. You could just say you added a script in there. You put some some script, and you guys went off the podcast off that script.
Yeah.
Here's the best, but that's I agree, but that's neither here or there because like they could always say, oh, okay, whatever, but still, you're still guilty of these crimes. But here's the best solution for all this shit: just don't talk about fucking crime.
Yeah, don't talk about crime. Talk about hip hop.
Just be a journalist. Why
The thing is, this is what I heard, man. What peeps like we said with our West Coast family, man. Like some of this controversy, like it sells. Like it
does sell.
Like it's like
okay,
bad news.
Yeah, but
good news.
The people that go that route, they should not be surprised when the outcome is what we're seeing right now.
Exactly.
Because right now, do you know this is changing the landscape? I'm gonna say it before. We're gonna say it. This is gonna change the landscape. Even this little, it might seem not that big, but it is big for
what you
like,
mean? What you mean?
For media, for the urban media now. Any
that
guys,
down.
all the podcasts. What?
Yeah, break that down. Like what you mean by change?
I'm gonna break it. No, okay. You see, when guests go on these platforms, especially if you do have a record, we don't have to know you have a record, but just because you have something, right? It will. What I'm saying, they're gonna use it against people. Are gonna get smart. They're just not gonna do it anymore. But the past shit, they're gonna look into the past shit.
Smart, really?
Look here, man.
They're gonna do this all the time if they keep
I'm gonna go what you're saying.
Niggas are dumb already. That's why we're in this situation.
You're gonna see more of that shit.
But
I'm gonna say what you're saying right here. You know, like
the culture
on the real, like you know, you're aware of what is going on. Come on, you're kind of aware, right? But are you going into like all of a sudden, you know, say this person have charges and stuff and all of that, right? Whatever. Are we the ones bringing it up and shit? Aren't we normally the ones saying, yeah, and everything, but we want to talk about your music journey.
Yeah.
Gotta cut them off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
put it this way: we could be glad. Our platform, we never had no beef from like between anyone we knew. If you're an artist, you know, you hear about beef in the city and shit like that.
But if you do, that should never be a topic of discussion. Like, why the fuck?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like what kind of police ass shit is that?
But Royals, so as like during our journey of the podcasting here, right? We are aware of enough beefs in our city and all of that. We have this
nigga, we don't give a fuck.
No, wait. Let me
where the money at?
No, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm saying is this: we are aware of beefs in the city, and we have talked to the oppositions. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't make it our sole mission to be talking about their beef online. You know what I mean? About their situation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that, we've like, our platform is not for this clout.
Yeah,
business.
you see, that's the line in the sand, right? Proverbial. So it's like, it's more like I look at it like exclusivity club. What we do, and what there's plenty others, and you know, foundation and people that know what's up. Real journalism, real trying to get to the real information of the artists and what they're putting out, their shit. You know what I'm saying? Draw a line, okay. I ain't mad at the people that understand that fuck resells.
Yes.
Because a lot of very successful celebrities, entertainers, artists, they know that too and they use it. It's called all publicity is good publicity. Right?
Yeah.
I get that. But what I'm saying is if you're gonna do that shit, fine. That's okay. Do that shit. I would just suggest and fuck the older niggas. I'll just talk to the future, the youth coming up. if that's your angle, some street shit, whatever, tell your stories visually through films.
Yeah.
Okay, you will get way more clout. You will get way more money. Trust
you're right.
You will keep your freedom, and they will look at it as art, and they cannot.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's going to court for movies? What actor is going to court for characters?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Even if it's based on a true story.
That's right.
Use the art. Like
use
what
the art for movies.
Respect the art. Respect the art form. So in all cases, like let's do it like that. I'm speaking to the youth.